I'm here at the Nano Fabrication Laboratory in the Engineering Center on campus, where we're going to learn what nanoscience is and how it might potentially affect our future.
Well, nanotechnology is the science of making things very small. And what we find is that as you make things smaller, at times things can be quite a bit better as well. A good example is electronic circuits. As you make a transistor smaller, it has the same function, the exact same function, but because it is now smaller, you can make a whole lot more of them, and they're quite a bit faster as well. If you look at your cell phone, for instance, there is a lot of nanotechnology in a cell phone. In an iPod, the same thing. A lot of things are being fabricated on a very small scale, and what we find is as we approach the molecular scale, that there could be a paradigm shift and that things can be even more interesting and even more possibilities would emerge. Well, in the yellow room, that's where we do optical lithography. And since we're exposing with ultraviolet light, we find that by using yellow light only in the room, we don't expose photosensitive material. So it's a whole lot more convenient rather than being in a dark room that's completely dark. You can walk around with the wafer, you can see what you're doing without affecting the work you're doing. Then on Saturday in the afternoon, we have kind of a fun event for kids. We plan to build a giant nanotube out of balloons, which is going to be interesting. And in addition, we have a variety of experiments and little kits that then people can use to get a feel for what happens on a nanoscale and how the nanoscale can be different than what we typically observe on a macroscopic scale.
The Nano Days Symposium will be held tomorrow from 4 to 6:30 p.m. and Saturday from 1 to 4. Live from the Engineering Center, Brooke Cummings, News Team Boulder.